Peace.
What up, though?
What's good, y'all? What's good, y'all? Yeah. Oh, they said hi from Chile. That's what's up. Peace, Nate. What it do? West P, the place to be. We got Montreal in the house. Mike Harb. DJ Sherm. What up, y'all? Click that like button. Click that like button. It's like wiping your feet on the rug before you walk in the crib. You gotta wipe your finger on that like button. Let's go. Hit that share button.
R.I.P. Bruce Springsteen. Bruce Springsteen died?
What?
Nah. Did he?
Oh, we're gonna have to hold up.
Hold on, let me fact check that. Somebody R.I.P. and Bruce Springsteen.
If that's happened, that's like breaking news, like breaking.
That ain't happened.
Super breaking. She said
that
ain't happened.
That ain't happened.
He out here lying.
That would be top of the news.
For real, they would have like broke into like, we interrupt this program to bring you breaking news. You know what I mean?
Somebody put R.I.P. Uzi Vert. All right, y'all just playing now.
The fucking the king of motherfucking white people's folk music.
Congratulations on the new EP. Oh, it's not my EP, but thank you. Yes, everybody who's a fan of the Outsiders, cop that Scumbag off youngzmusic.com.
Whoa, Scumbag. Whoa.
Yes.
Oh, that's the name. Oh, got it.
Yes. Name of the new Z EP. It's fire too. I'm on here. Vinny Pay.
You're not telling people to buy scum. You know, scumbags are rubbers, right? Like a scumbag is a rubber.
Oh,
you know that, right?
I have no idea.
Think about it. Like scum originally is one of the words for, sperm, yam sauce, fucking man milk.
Okay.
So yeah, a scum bag is a bag that catches scum.
Okay, that makes sense.
You see what I'm saying? So yeah, scumbag is a rubber.
Yeah. If scum basically. If scum is your word for that.
When somebody says you fucking scumbag, they mean like you're a fucking rubber, like you just catch scum.
You're just a bag of embryos.
Basically, That's
funny.
But okay. There's a lot of scumbags running around these goddamn streets, like literal scumbags.
Somebody put R.I.P. Roe versus Wade. Yeah, we're gonna get to that.
Yeah, we're gonna get to all of that. Well, first of all, how you doing, Digga? Peace.
I'm chilling. I am getting reacclimated to being at home for a minute. I got the month of May to sit down, and then June I'm right back at it.
Okay, well, you got your real backdrop, you got your real mic and headphones going on today. Well, let's give you that real Digga cam while we're at it.
Hey,
in full Godcast tradition.
Digga, birth name Rashia. Hey.
Oh, I didn't notice the little Pocahontas-y
my little braids on. I'm wearing black.
Yeah.
You can't see it, but
yeah, that's what it was.
My little Pocahontas braids.
Now that was nice. That was almost like an extra little like reveal. Like we didn't see that, and then you're like, did you see the braids too? Look at this.
Is that what that was? Like subliminally,
Yeah,
I was
that was
like, "Oh
like
yeah,
a
I got
little
my
like,
bees."
did you see these motherfuckers too? Like, in
The
case
bees
you
were
missed,
actually at the bottom. I just pushed it up so y'all could
case
see
you
that.
missed them.
Something
Yeah,
there.
there you go. That helps to accentuate it and see that, even though it looks like it could be something on your shirt.
Right.
It's far away, so that was a good move to let the people know. No, this is the hairstyle, y'all.
Yeah.
So yeah, last time we saw you, you were
I was in
drinking
Miami,
drinking Mai Tais or some shit like that, right?
Yeah, I had some fun in Miami.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Um, any other fun things happening? Went on?
No, not particularly. Just just a little R&R with my boo, and right back to work.
Okay, that's what's up. She said R&R with my boo. Yeah, I like that. Uh-oh. A lot of niggas gonna be mad on here hearing you talk like that, talking about your boo.
Sorry, guys. I'm spoken for.
You spoken for? Oh shit!
Oh, guys. I mean, I always been spoken for.
You said you always been spoken
Always
for?
been spoken for. I'm just not one of them, like, have my business all up in the streets.
Right. But that's what's up. Now you spoken for though.
In the words of the great prophet Issa Rae, she said, "Don't post that nigga till y'all married."
Okay, the great prophet Issa Rae. All right, well, shit. Like I said, welcome everybody to the goddamn Godcast. Make sure you click that like button if you're new to the show. Please subscribe to the channel. Click that notification bell and click all so you know what time it is. So I guess the biggest news recently, right? Or should we just dive into it? The biggest news is this whole Dave Chappelle getting tackled at the Hollywood Bowl. Now, I'm just going to tell you my initial feeling. Could be wrong. My initial feeling about this is that this was real. He actually looked like he didn't know it was coming. He looked the impact looked real. The aftermath of it, the response of people scrambling to get up there, even Dave, the way Dave tried to that shit looked real.
Yeah. Looked pretty real.
And homeboy looked lumped the fuck up if you saw the still.
I was about to say, and them lumps afterwards looked real too.
And that arm looking like it was out here on, like he couldn't fix it. It wasn't just because it was it was handcuffed to the bed. That shit looked like they dislocated the nigga's shoulder and just left it there like this.
It looked like it was removed from his body, and then the ambulance crew just put it back in the bed.
We're gonna slap that on. We're gonna fix that better when we get to the hospital, but you just gonna hold it like that for now. This nigga arm all fucked up and shit. Yeah. What the fuck? And am I hearing that this was in response to like a Transformer joke?
No, I think he said
afterwards. He said one. He said it was a trans man.
but that wasn't I don't think that was the the premise, because this, I mean, I don't know, like I don't know what we don't know what was said.
Yeah, the whole shit that was said prior to that, but that's some shit they were throwing around there that, oh, maybe people are attacking, and again, they're trying to attach themselves.
No, Dave made the joke
right afterwards, but I'm hearing like media outlets saying that, maybe people are attacking him is because of his stance on, Transformers in past stand-ups and shit like that. Like, you know, he got a lot of heat for the last one when he gave the story about the transformer that, you know what I mean? That he touched their lives or whatever the case may be, and they still wasn't happy, like, you know. So yeah, that was some wild shit right there. Like,
I mean, we don't know what that was. He could
they
have.
said Jamie Foxx jumped up on the stage on some superhero shit. I get, you know, ready to whoop some ass. Cause I guess when you see some shit like that, you almost in your mind, you're like, uh-oh, that looked like a free ass whooping right there. Like if I could get my hands on that guy, why would I get in trouble for whooping his ass? He just attacked Jamie Foxx. I mean, he just attacked I'm saying everybody. Dave Chappelle. He just attacked Dave Chappelle.
And he had a weapon.
Apparently, they say he had a gun and a knife.
They said it wasn't a real gun, but I guess it was a gun with a knife in it.
Okay. He had a knife gun.
Yeah, something.
He had a gun knife.
Something to that effect. But
Superman said Buster too. They broke his arm. Buster was up there, I heard. Maybe was Buster there?
Yeah, well, Buster's part of the tour. The tour is Dave and Buster.
Oh, Dave and Buster.
Yeah,
that's what they're calling it.
Yeah.
Are you serious? That's hilarious. Dave and Buster's.
Dave and Buster. That's the
really?
name.
I didn't know they was on a tour like that. So Buster Bus came out there ready to break arms.
Well, I guess the beatdown was commencing backstage. I don't know if the beatdown.
It was happening kind of on stage a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, it was kind of on stage / behind. Sometimes it looked like it was behind a curtain, kind of, but like it definitely seemed like it was like out in the open, kind of like, you know.
Well, he definitely got stomped. Move, jump, jack, your body, stomp.
I mean, what do you think possesses someone to do some dumb shit like that?
I think everybody's crazy right now. I think we are living. I think at some point the impossible just became like, fuck it. Like I don't know. We just kind of in these anarchy times. It's
that nigga Dave is like, where did he come from?
like
I saw the whole shit kind of
like at some point there was just, you know, shit that people didn't dare to do. And I think now we just living in times where like everybody just feels like anything is possible. Fuck it. I'm going for it. Combined with like COVID got everybody fucked up. Mental illness is at an all-time high. It just, yeah, we just kind of living in them times. I don't even want to leave the house, truth be told.
Thank you, Supreme Mash. He said, oh yeah, peace to the God and to the Queen Earth Digga.
Thank you.
I mean, yeah, motherfuckers was mentally ill before this shit. This just definitely helped to exacerbate certain, you know, symptoms in people's minds. Shabaram said we'll start this we'll start this all on some alopecia nonsense. So they're trying to say that he started this trend now of people rushing a comedian or something like that. And it was kind of funny how Chris Rock was right there was that Will Smith? You know, to deliver that little one-liner.
That was it.
Yeah, moment. And you know, I said I wasn't going to make any jokes about the Will Smith thing, but you know, it's Dave Chappelle's concert, so fuck it, I'm going to do it.
Oh yeah, you're still convinced it was fake.
Come on, Digga, stop it with the convinced shit. You're still convinced it was real. I gave evidence of that it's definitely fake. I don't know why they did it. And I don't need to know why. I don't have to know why.
I definitely
gave proof that it was choreographed.
I'm taking the Rock Brothers' word for it.
Okay, I hear you. I'm not doing that because they all fucking liars.
No, they seem pretty
Nah.
They seem pretty upset with Will.
Yeah, seem. You can seem a lot of things. I could seem cool with a motherfucker when I'm really not. You've seen me do it. So, yeah. A lot of good actors out here. But anyway, so moving on, I suppose. Your homegirl, right? Cardi B.
Oh. Hey, Cardi.
Your homegirl, Cardi B, says she don't like fame. She likes fortune, but she don't like fame. She feels like a prisoner of fame. Apparently, she was at the Met Gala and she tried to give a Cardi B type of toast. Hey, thanks everybody for coming out. Enjoy your drinks. And then she said, get your little. And she's talking about a little Rudy Toot Toot.
Nose candy.
A little nose candy. She, I guess, thought it was funny. She knows she's in a room full of people that sniff coke. And apparently, when she did that, I guess it's supposed to be the unspoken thing. You understand what I'm saying? Like, how do they call it? It's an unspoken rule or it's an unspoken...
Or just one of them things you don't say out loud.
Right. But everybody knows it's going on. So she says this all in front of everybody. And oh my goodness, did you, who's she talking about? Like, you, motherfucker. They talking about you. The one with the white stuff under their nose. You. And so now she's like, damn it, I'm just in a fucking... She'd probably want to say conundrum, but she don't know that word. But anyway, it's like a conundrum because she got famous and all of that from saying whatever the fuck she wanted to say out of her mouth. You know what I mean? And now she's put in a place that she feels like she can't say anything. Like, you know what I mean? Because she's so mainstream now that the same thing that got her famous is now detrimental to her career.
Well, I mean, was there some like backlash or...
Yeah, there was backlash about the cocaine shit. Definitely
punishment for us saying.
Yeah, they said almost like she's promoting drugs and blah blah blah. Mostly, I'm sure they were just mad that she blew up the spot on them. You understand what I'm saying? On the ones that's doing that type of shit. But they try to put it in the name of, is she condoning sniffing cocaine and shit like that? And Cardi's somebody that the young girls look up to, which is an unintended consequence. Yes, they look up to Cardi. You would hope that that's not true, but yes, a lot of these young girls do look up to Cardi. So if Cardi says, yo, when you're at a party, enjoy your drinks, enjoy your Rudy Toot Toot. Some people, that are young and impressionable are going to see that and be like, well, Cardi co-signed it. I guess it's cool. That's the, you know what I mean? That's the assumption on these people's part. And I don't think it's unreasonable. I'm not saying every fucking person's going to be influenced like that, but there are people that will be by it.
What part of the Met Gala is televised though? All we see is just a bunch of motherfuckers with costumes on going to a room, and you don't see
right.
You don't see anything else. Like she said it to a room full of them. Like, who ain't none of us here to share?
And see, That's a good fucking question. So now, is this a setup? Did the year before, did Mick Jagger be like, and enjoy your fucking and no, and then they didn't get out. You understand what I'm saying? But then when Cardi B does it, because she's hip hop or whatever the case may be, now when she says some shit, the footage is leaked. Because yeah, you're right. How did we get this footage? We don't usually see all we see is the red carpet part of it. We don't usually see the inside.
Oh, but you know what? It's, probably somebody sitting there with their phone in a face
Exactly.
and
Of
shit.
course.
Okay.
Yes, that's what happened. But again, I'm just saying, does that shit get leaked on everyone? I don't know, man. Because we haven't seen no shit like this before, have we? From the inside? Maybe we have. I don't know. But what do you just think about the whole concept of people just work so hard to become famous, only to get there and then fucking complain about it and shit like that and be like, this is the worst thing ever.
I see it happening a lot. I see a lot of people feel like I've heard Beyonce say all I want to do is just run around Target, but we know that's not realistic. I mean, not do it and be unbothered. I think people like the fame and the money oftentimes come hand in hand. I think more people would just rather have the money than the fame. I would, but sometimes you can't have one without having the other. More money, more problems.
And sometimes you have first of all, they don't go together. Fame and fortune don't always go together. There's
not always.
People with mad rich people you never heard of, and there's plenty of famous people that are not rich.
Okay? Absolutely.
So to have the two come together, that's some shit. I don't know. It's just funny because Cardi at one point seemed like she would do anything to be famous. You know what I mean? Like in the beginning, it seemed like it was all about, yeah, she wanted to make money, but it seemed like it was just about being known and being popular. And now you're so known to the point that it imprisons you. Like, have you ever felt a certain way about fame? Like you can do without certain parts of it?
Absolutely. Because there's, when you become famous, you just like inherently become a role model. Like, hey, I didn't necessarily sign up to be a role model. I ain't telling y'all to do what I do, or even take it, don't take everything I say for, don't hang on to every word. Like, I'm a human with emotions. I might feel one way sometimes, and the next time I might feel a different way. I think celebrities in general just get put on these pedestals, and then when they do some human shit, it's like, oh my god, Will Smith smacked somebody like he's a nigga from Philly. It's like it just thing is, people forget that these people, or a person that think they could just keep fucking with Mike Tyson on an airplane and don't think they not gonna get this shit. Think they can't get mollywop because what? And now, because everyone is running straight to the lawsuit thing, it's like, okay, it's like now the trend is, let me fuck with somebody so they can put hands on me and I can settle out of court.
Right. I mean, I remember, when I used to live in BK, I remember trying to go down to Fulton Street. You know what I mean? Down to Albee Square Mall, or down to the fucking go buy some records or some shit at Beach Street or some shit like that. And it's like, I'm not even famous to the level of, some of these motherfuckers, but it would take me like sometimes like an hour to get to where I'm going because people are stopping you. want to sign autographs, or like it used to be like, damn, like sometimes you would feel like, oh, shit, I gotta go down to Fulton. Like, you know what I mean? It's gonna take me a minute. I'm gonna have to gear up for this, because you don't want to like disrespect people and all that. You know what I mean? I'm the type that will stop and you know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
so, but it can be, you know, some days you don't have time, or some days you might not be in the mood, or whatever the case may be. Um, I don't know. Yeah, it's just weird, you know?
No, you definitely can be, you definitely can be a prisoner of your own fame. I think fame just um it just exponentiates the person you already are.
Hmm.
So, if anybody watched the documentary about Kanye, like he was always that eccentric dude, and now he's a couple of billions up, and now you see what we got. Um, well, I don't think she would trade in all of her all of her fame and fortune right now to be back at Sin City. So I'm just gonna
But
say,
what's so funny is she
hopefully
said,
she work it out.
she literally said she would rather be back 2000, what she say, 13, when she was dancing every night making money. Like she literally put herself back in the strip club
Hmm.
and acted like she was almost happier
Well,
at that time.
I'm gonna tell you what's happening too. A lot of these artists, well, none of them actually, none of them are getting artist development. It's like these labels, these situations now, they just throwing millions of dollars. Like they're literally picking these guys and ladies off the streets, throwing them millions of dollars because they got a hot record going. And it's like they're just kind of left to figure it out. They have to figure it out in front of the world on social media, and they're not they're not being properly conditioned to deal with this. Like a lot of them got anger management issues, the baby. They got, they dead ass be in the middle of fighting cases, getting ready to go on tour. It's like there's no there's no artist conditioning and development and proper training. Like once upon a time they had Motown school, and they don't have that anymore. A lot of these artists, I don't think they're ready. They're just getting makeup, money. And I'm reading the comment, they're getting money thrown at them, and I don't know, they're being thrown to the wolves. And we've already we've already seen the industry kind of pit the old heads against the new school, so they're not really listening to us. So I don't know. I wish her the best though.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, she ain't gonna be like, you know what, forget it, y'all. Like
Like they're not
I could
they're,
take all this shit back. Like, you know, I don't even want to do this shit no more. I don't even, you know.
they're
She
not getting
said,
media training. They're not getting any kind of training.
she damn sure said she want that money. You know what I mean? She don't want to go out without the money. It's
They
the
don't know
fame part.
they don't know how to
To
give
do it.
interviews. They don't know how to, there's a laundry list of shit that they just don't, you know, that they just don't get.
You're right. You're definitely right. Um,
They depressed. They make them all of them making emo ass suicidal music. Like it just all of that energy is just bad. Just bad.
just bad.
Just bad.
You gotta get away from the bullshit. Um, so what's going on with this Roe versus Wade? I
Um,
heard that they're trying to repeal basically the abortion because Roe versus Wade was the decision that made abortion what legal in this country, and
yes.
now it's they're like what in serious because I know they've threatened this before, right?
Well,
But now it seems
I,
like
I believe
it might have traction.
what's happening now is I guess there was like an in-house petition to to vote on it, and basically they all are in agreement to vote on it, and that they didn't and to vote on it in in its reversal. So they didn't actually do that yet, but I guess the petition to, I guess they all got to sit around and discuss what's next on the docket. What y'all think about abortion? Should we get it out of here? Word, let's get it out of here. Like that was the memo that got leaked. And as per that memo, it's looking like they are in favor of reversing it.
Hmm. Well, I mean, first of all, somebody said, "What if abortion rights get overturned?" I mean, let's talk about that. Um,
We're gonna have a lot of already crazy people having more kids in fucked up positions. That's what we're gonna have. But there's two sides of that coin.
right.
We know they done got the black uteruses out of here with fibroids. So really, it's because they're scared that white people are becoming the minority. So we know what it's about. We know what it's about.
Because it's right. It's not like they are doing this because they want more original people to have seeds. Shabaram said, I liked the Cardi impression, LJ. €2 for you. Okay. Oh, got it. So gave me €2 for the impression. That's the euro symbol. Okay, got it.
Do you
Thank you,
know
Shah.
that do you know that the year 2021 was the first year ever in history that black people had a negative birth rate?
No.
Basically, more black people disappeared than were born.
Hmm.
So we lost black people in 2021, whereas any other time in life, we've gained a million. Like how I don't know exact numbers. I just remember reading the year 2021 was the first time ever we've had a negative birth rate.
Hmm. And what do you attribute that to, Digger?
Uh a number of things. There's a lot of stuff happening. There's women dying giving birth. There's murders. There's um shit. There's pandemics. There's all type of shit. I would probably say there's less women giving birth. It's like everyone's got what you call it. It's got hysterectomies from fibroids. Things of that nature. Women, black women.
Supreme Mesh said COVID.
Oh, I'm about to
Um,
say, look, I'm about to keep going down the list. Black women getting kidnapped and unanswered for. What was the number that we
did you
reported years ago? 75,000 black girls disappeared. Like it's a lot of shit going on.
you know they were claiming that COVID was the third leading cause of death, just amongst people, period. You know what the first two
are? Cancer.
And
Heart disease, diabetes.
you win the prize, Digga. That was 1 and 2. Cancer and heart disease was right before C19, according to these motherfuckers. But motherfuckers ain't shutting shit down to try to stop fucking cancer or fucking heart disease. They're still sending you to TGI Fridays and fucking shoveling cheese fries with bacon bits on the motherfuckers.
Oh, they trying to get the
mouth.
They trying to get the menthol out of cigarettes though. They about to ban menthol.
I'm sorry. Yes, let's try. You heard about this one?
Yeah.
You heard about this one? First of all, I've been knew this. When I did smoke cigarettes, I stopped smoking menthol a long time ago because I've been seeing the fucking the play. Just how it's like menthol was the black people's cigarette. Why? And then you find out, oh, menthol's more addictive. Oh, you have a higher cancer rate when you smoke menthol. Oh, this is why they want us to, like, what the fuck? Like, how do we even get into that whole menthol shit? Like, who was the first influence? Because I remember Cools and all that. Cools was before
my
Newport.
mom smoked Cools.
Because that was the Newport before Newports. You understand?
Gotta be the soft pack too. You know
and just think about it. It sound, oh, you smoking Cools? That's cool. Like, and they minty. But see, now they trying to act like they care about it, nigga. Let me take the menthol out. Now all they're gonna do is make a bunch of niggas mad. They're gonna be more upset because they still gonna smoke them damn cigarettes. But now they're gonna have menthol in it. Maybe they're gonna start dipping their cigarettes in something to give it a menthol taste. Give yourself even worse cancer.
That's why I smoke Marlboro Lights.
Right.
Even though I should be quitting.
Even though you shouldn't be right. What are you bragging for? That's why I smoke Marlboro Lights. You shouldn't be smoking at all. Goddammit.
I'm smoking what they smoking. Like, nope.
Look. Hey, look at me. You shouldn't be smoking at all, goddammit.
Well, at least THC is a plant, a herb. But they ain't no well, hey, look, I was about to say ain't no telling what they doing with that shit in the dispensaries.
But nah, I've been stopped fucking with the cigarettes, the beaties. I used to smoke beaties too. Remember beaties?
Yeah, that was all the dudes smoke beaties.
Yeah, that was my shit.
I think I smoked a beatie one time. I ran out of cigarettes and I asked somebody for a beatie. I was like, oh my God.
Shout out to my man Nardo from Watts. He put me on the beaties back in the day. And I was smoking them things for years. I thought.
Wait, did you go through a DeJarm phase?
No.
They go through the DeJarm phase. Okay, that
was I don't like Black and Miles and all that type of shit. I don't like the way that smell. That shit is too fucking strong. And I never got into that shit. So yeah, they're taking menthol out the cigarettes. And
wait, is somebody
do they really care about black people? Is that why they're doing it?
14.36% black people's birth rate from 20 to 2021. That's just the number of black people in conjunction with other groups and races of people. Like we make up 14% out of 100%. That's not how many more of us were born. More of us died than were born in the year 2021. Trust me, I did all the digging. I needed answers.
Jamar said, motherfucker told me that Cools was black people cigs because they had handcuffs on the pack. I almost slapped them.
Yeah, that's
I don't know why that's so funny to me.
my mom smoked them shits, and it got and my mom and dad, and it gotta be the soft. First of all, the cool brand is damn near obsolete. Like at this
Why
point,
do they even make cools?
you
Because
gotta go
I
to
remember my grandma smoked some shit that I don't even think they make no more.
like the drugstore.
To get some
You
cools.
gotta go to the drugstore for cools,
I'd be
and
like, hang on. The shits be on the top shelf. So
then
blow
she
the
doubles
dust
down,
off. Yeah, I got some cools.
and she doubles down. She doubles down on me. It gotta be the soft pack. It can't even be the
The
box. Like you'll
soft pack.
like
Right now,
a, a lot of
now you
places
sending
got
a
the
nigga on
box.
an extra what? Now you sending somebody on an extra trip. Like, hold up, soft pack. They didn't have the soft pack. Well, get me the soft. Why? What they say? They pack better or some shit like
That's a
that.
wait. I'm sorry. I just read a comment that Vic FM wrote. Black people don't fill out the census. That could be one of the reasons. I didn't that's a mitigating factor that I did not consider. We don't be filling out the census, so they're probably not properly adding us all up. And then you got some houses where like, look, you ain't supposed to be up in here
Right. You better
fucking
not
with my
put your no.
fucking with my section 8. All 8 of y'all motherfuckers. Yeah, it's just us three. It's just me,
Listen.
single mom
Plus,
and my
nigga, I'm
kids.
on the run.
So
How about I'm on the run and I ain't in nobody's
you know what?
like
Thank y'all for checking me. I almost fell for the banana in the tailpipe because I really was scratching my head when I saw that. Like, ain't no way in hell we starting to drop off. No,
and see
we multiply.
again, we have to question where are these numbers coming from? Like, who's giving out these statistics and why? And why do we just always take in this information as if, oh, well, a so-called credible source has said it, so it must be true. I don't trust these niggas as far as I could throw them. Like, does it feel like there's less of us? Like, you know what I mean? Just
I would give it some merit based on the murder rate. We've always had a crazy murder rate. We got a real crazy murder rate right now. Like a real crazy one. Like
I mean,
I don't know, but
I feel like it was worse back in the days. I feel like it was worse.
I don't know if it's because it's like,
especially in New York.
I don't know if it's because of social media that we're just seeing it every day, so it feels like it's more.
And then that's part of the shit.
That's like
part of it's the psychological attacks. Like, trust me, like, yo, New York used to be on in the 80s and 90s. Yo, fuck that. 70s, 80s, and 90s. New York was on fire. Like, literally.
You know what?
Buildings on fire, all of that.
I'm reading more comments. There are a lot of black and brown because I'm still not all the way sure who the brown is, but there are some black and brown people that don't claim black, that claim other. You absolutely right there.
These are all mitigating circumstances to the thing. I'm just saying, man. Fuck these motherfuckers, man. When they tell you tomorrow, oh, cases are going up in New York City. Like, who says? You see what I'm saying? Like, stop believing all this shit.
Hang on now. Because where I can put some real stock in is them damn fibroids. The first thing they're telling black women is you need a hysterectomy. And that is something that is plaguing the black woman community by the boatload. Like every single woman I know damn near got fibroids. And once they get a particular age, it's like, well, fucking, I ain't having no more kids. I'll get a hysterectomy. But yeah, that shit now that they're getting younger and younger. People's daughters got fibroids now. It's they're claiming it's hereditary now, but
it's not hereditary. Did you see the episode that I did with brother E Kong?
No, I know. No, I know it's not hereditary, but I'm saying, it's like it's like whatever the mind fuckery is,
Somebody said, "What are you reading?"
it's starting to
This is
play
what we're reading.
it's starting to play girls at a younger age, and
Right,
that
because
is
those fibroids is starch,
that
calcium carbonate built up in the body from shit that we shouldn't be eating. Why do you think they fucking always telling us to eat starch and everything has bread on it and like all these starches that rice and potatoes and all of that fucking bullshit like that they told you is part of a healthy meal is not. It's not part of a healthy meal. These are the reasons why we're fucked up, and we're
I but
gonna have
I
to cut a lot of that type of
but there's
shit.
definitely there's definitely something else going on beside food, because I know some of the healthiest of women that got fibroids, whole ass
Yeah,
vegans out here. And not to say that all vegans are healthy, because we know they're doing shit to the plant based too. They're fucking
and
grafting
and and
vegetables and shit. But
and
no,
we
there's
and, and we said that, and one of the things that was brought up in the past around this, they were saying that a lot of the black women's hair care, certain ingredients that are in black women's hair care specifically, and as well as the nails fucking treatments and
a,
shit,
a lot of
say
women
may contribute to
a,
fibroids.
a lot of women are natural now. I don't even know anybody that gets perms anymore. Like most black women are actually getting silk presses. They're wearing their hair natural, or they going to the doobie shop. Ain't nobody off the perm shit no more.
Well, the damn sure there's a lot of wigs out there. I'll tell you that. The wigs is.
Well, they'll see now. They'll braid their hair and put a wig on before they get a perm.
Charlie said,
So
if you looked at somebody wrong, you can get dropped in New York City in the 80s. Difference is nobody was flexing on camera about the bodies they caught. Absolutely not. They was trying to shut the fuck up. If anything, other people was talking about the bodies you caught. Like, yo, that nigga, such, yo, he shot a motherfucker down. You don't fuck with that motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
niggas will tell to be your own publicist for you and shit. That's their names, Digga. Stop texting me during the show. That's who they are.
No,
That's what they do.
no.
More than meets the eye. Um, okay, where are we? Oh, wait. So this all started with the abortion shit. Do we get to that? Did we resolve talking about that? I don't think we did. Because we said that this is for white people's preservation. This is not for black people's preservation. And that's why you said the cigarettes. That's where the cigarettes came in. Because just like they're acting like they're taking menthol out to try to help black people, they would claim that this is something to help black people, but we know it's not. This is something for them because they're scared.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't even think they slapped a label on this one. They just wanna, be what is it? It's pro-life. Pro-life is you don't want abortions. Pro-choice is okay. I be getting them shits confused sometimes.
Now I am pro-life. I don't want abortions. Is
I
there
think
certain circumstances when I think that maybe a woman might need to have one? Probably, yeah.
yes, we don't want to see rape babies. We don't
Oh,
want to see
absolutely not.
we don't
Shout
want
out
to see
Sam W.
incest babies. Women being traumatized enough in that instance don't need to live with the trauma of carrying and raising the kid. So, and
Even though, hold up, but real quick though, there is the flip side of, because just like you were saying, there's going to be a lot of babies. I don't know why my camera keeps freezing. There's going to be a lot of babies born. Da 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 da. Da. Like, how do we know that one of these babies, that was aborted, doesn't go on to do some like super great, human forwarding type of thing just by being born. You understand what I'm saying? And where you feel
Sure.
like even though it might have been hard, like we're assuming a lot of times that it's only going to be a bad road for these children if they're
Sure.
born. But
Or,
how about going on the assumption that just life itself is a blessing, and if it comes, then it's a blessing. And maybe something great can come from that. And like look at the positives instead of the negatives. I'm just
or
saying.
or he could be the next Charlie Manson because his mom and daddy wasn't shit.
You said what?
I said, or he could be the next Charlie Manson because his mom and his daddy wasn't shit.
Right, but that's an if. That's a big if. How many Charlie Mansons are out there? How many people's mama and daddy ain't shit, and we ain't got a bunch of Charlie Mansons running around the streets?
And what are the odds of the kid that comes from the dysfunctional household growing up and getting it right? What are the odds? Like let's talk realistic. Like what are the
Well, that's like
logistics
saying
of
what were your odds? What were my odds? What were any of our odds?
no,
Like
you had a mother and a father
my father didn't live with me.
that was raising you right, whether he lived with you or not. I ain't saying the single family it gotta necessarily be dysfunctional. I'm just saying every person ain't equipped to be a parent, and so some of those people are probably doing the world a favor.
I'm just saying we always assume the horror story.
We
That's
can.
all. Like
We
we
can.
always assume that, by having, let's just say a baby that was born out of rape. Like, you know what I mean? That first of all, there's been a bunch of babies born out of rape that they didn't even know that they were babies out of rape, and they had a fucking beautiful life type of shit. Like, I don't know. It's just like
I put it like this. I don't think the choice should be taken away. Like, yes, in a perfect world, do we want to see children come into this world and populate the earth and be fruitful and multiply? Absolutely. But we got to analyze the world that we living in real time and say, is the option to even have the choice, taken away from you? Like, is that necessarily the best thing for the world that we live in today? Like, yes, a lot of us had to wing it. Like most, it, you have people that will say like, oh, I'm not ready to have a kid yet. I want to make sure that I'm working, he's working, we got X amount of money, we got a
and
house.
then they
No,
go ahead and
no,
have one,
no,
and
it don't
then they
always work
do what
like
they
that,
got to do.
and everything works out just fine. That's
Right.
a great case scenario.
Right.
Now I don't know about you, but every day I'm getting news alerts about the mother and father that was living in the car and they left the kids in the car and they suffocating and this and then all kind of
No,
shit
I
is
don't get
going
those
on.
alerts.
I get those alerts. There are a whole lot of
Every day I get one of those.
I'm getting them, and that's how phone and algorithms work, I guess, because I watch Forensic Files and all that
Right,
shit.
right, yeah. Right,
But
they're gonna send you the shit that you watch. For some reason, I'm getting this fucking Chinese guy who's cooking raw seafood in a fucking pot. I'm talking, this seafood is like jumping out the pot. It's shit that I don't even fucking eat. Octopus and crabs and the shit's still alive when he puts it in the pot. And then he's fucking throwing all kind of soy sauce on the shit. And then he's like, he just eats the shit. And that's the video. Some Chinese nigga. Like, and for some reason, I don't know, you just watch the nigga. Like,
total sidebar. There's a video of a guy that's like cooking in the woods, but the sounds are like supposed to be relaxing sounds. Oh, it's so great. It's like scraping, hunting, this all type of no, it's like
I
some
could almost
meditation
imagine
shit.
that now. Like,
Yeah, just being alone in the woods. He's cooking shit pan searing
Yeah,
shit on the chopping block.
yeah.
Like it is
With
the most
little birds in the background and shit
it's
while he's doing it.
it's the most soothing sounds ever.
Send that shit to me. That
I
sound
sent it to
like
you.
that sound like something nice right
No,
there.
it's fantastic. Somebody like, what the hell y'all be watching? Like, yeah, I'm watching the man cooking shit in the woods to little kid to parents killing their babies. Nah, okay, nah, seriously, in all seriousness, I don't think the choice should be taken away from people. They should have the freedom to choose. I don't believe in using abortion as a method of contraception. Like you just out here free willy-nilly and you know, every time you get pregnant, fuck and you
Well,
know, run into the clinic. But there are
Edwin Rice asks a good question. How do you reconcile the freedom to choose, in air quotes, with Margaret Sanger and them selling and processing aborted baby parts? And on top of that, new bill in California. I mean, basically, we know that Planned Parenthood was Margaret Sanger was the founder and starter of Planned Parenthood. She was a eugenist. She was a racist. She was someone that hated black people, wanted to get rid of black people. So why is abortion? Abortion is like the number one thing at Planned Parenthood. So, yeah, we got to reconcile that. How do we reconcile that? Knowing that this was a tool used against us specifically. Now, all of a sudden, when they want to take it away, I don't know. Like, I don't think we're living in the times where if let's say they did take it away, all of a sudden we're going to have, these back alley abortions and, like we're going to be back in the 20s type of situation. Like that's kind of the way they paint it. But again, I don't see that happening.
I also don't want to see a bunch of properly provided for babies either. Unproperly provided for babies.
I mean, again, we're assuming
Like
there's a lot of assumptions there.
Like I know there's a lot of assumptions either way, but I think history is kind of leaning towards the negatives of
no, history is leading towards life. Life is what you want. Like at all means, make sure life continues. Like that's what history shows. Not to stop life because of material things and all this worries about material and if it's gonna have enough. Like, see, that's the false bullshit that they want us to believe in scarcity and all of that. We have everything that we need.
It's
on
not about
planet Earth.
It's not necessarily material though,
but
Jamar.
it is.
Like a lot of these people are not mentally. A lot of these people are not mentally equipped and have the proper
and they do that on purpose to us.
These kids.
They do that on purpose.
But it's here now.
And I'm telling you, so what? They're not mentally prepared. They're gonna have to get prepared. A lot of people are not ready for some shit, and when they're thrown in the fire, they rise to the occasion. Like that happens a lot. Now, yes, some will stumble, but to assume that they're all gonna stumble and that we should just murder all these babies because we got these stumbling, mentally unprepared people, it's like, it's just, I'm not buying it. Like, yes, there's some negative shit. I think there'd be a whole lot of positive shit too, just by life.
There was a time, born. Yes, there was a time when our when our grandparents and our great grandparents was out here having 8, 9, 10 kids, and everybody lived off the land. And guess what? The village was raising the children. It was a community. It was a togetherness that just does not exist now. And
Okay, well, let's make it exist.
you cannot assume that these unwanted kids are going to be okay in those conditions.
First of all, why you keep saying they're unwanted?
They're unwanted
Urges, lust.
because they would be aborted if they could be. Those are the children I'm referring to.
Why are they getting aborted? A lot of times they're getting aborted because it interferes with material things, job and school and all this other fucking shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, listen, when there's a will, there's a way. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? When there's a will, there's a way.
And you have to be mentally equipped to make the way. And
right. And you're assuming.
And I'm not assuming. I am opening my eyes and looking at the world right now.
Is not mentally fit. That's not true. Every single person who wanted abortion is it's not because they weren't mentally ready.
No,
there's numerous reasons.
Not every
they could have been influenced.
Not every single person, but right now in the state of the world that we are in, you would be hard pressed. The motherfuckers who don't even know how to handle a record deal, much less a fucking kid, you would be hard pressed to force some of these instances where they don't even have the means or the provisions or even the fucking
under
mental faculties
under that
to
type
handle
of assumption, under that, none of us would ever have children, really. None of us would have children because none of us is really ready. Like, was you really ready when you had your seed? No, of course you weren't. But you fucking had her, and guess what? You made it fucking happen. You know what I mean? Like, so if we really went by this criteria, a lot of us wouldn't be born. A lot of us wouldn't be born right now that are born and that are good and that are doing productive things.
I wasn't ready, but you know what? But I knew when I was pregnant with my daughter, like, no, this is the one. Like, it's just something, you know. Like, I think every woman like feels that, like, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I'm keeping this baby. You don't give a fuck what you don't give a fuck what the father say, what your job say, what your financial provisions are. Like, that is a mental readiness that you feel when you decide I'm keeping this kid. Everybody don't have that. And it's scary when you getting all the way to the 8th and 9th month and they still ain't there yet.
Yeah. And for those people, I feel sorry for them, but I don't think that's the majority. I think a lot of people have been steered down the road of abortion because of all this Planned Parenthood.
Absolutely, because you have
for these extreme cases, maybe, maybe they should have the option, in my world. Nah, they shouldn't. But, that's just me. Like, I don't agree with it. You know what I mean? I don't agree with it. But
I will say, I think between you and me and most of our fanfare here, we are, for the most part, some intellectuals. We know it can be done. However, there is a whole big world outside of us who actually like read books and use our left and right brain that don't use any part of their brain. And it's, I think there's a lot. Okay. I tell you what, I'll meet you halfway. I wouldn't fight so hard against overturning it if the world fixed everything else. Like, you got to fix the adoption process. You got to fix the you know what I'm saying, you got to fix the mental illness process, because you got a lot of kids getting born into it's a whole lot of mental ill ass 20-something-year-olds running around that ain't getting addressed. Like, we got a whole lot of social issues that got to get addressed before we just start saying, hey, let's go back to the old days and start having all these kids again. Like,
see, I feel like if you could see like something's wrong with the baby, like extremely wrong or something, like that's a good case for it, maybe. um I don't know, I'm just gonna always side on the side of of life, you know what I mean? Like, I'm always gonna just be on that side, and yeah, and it's and despite all of the other shit, I don't get mental illness or all, the adoptions. Despite all of that, I'm still gonna choose life over. Nah, you know, it would be, better for this child to be just killed than to go through the adoption process and the horrors of the adoption. It's not always like that for every child. Like, every child that goes through the adoption process doesn't have a horror story. You know what I mean? There are a lot out there, yeah, but I'm sure there's a lot out there that's, hey, it was great for me. I didn't have a fucking problem. You know what I
no,
mean? Like,
I'm not shitting on the adoption process. I'm saying it
I'm
has
just
to
saying, for every
yeah.
horror story, how many positive stories can we tell too?
How
And
many
can that outweigh the feeling for the need? Because, like,
oh
make no mistake about it, this is murder. You're
okay.
murdering children. Like, let's
No,
just say what it is.
it's a fetus. Come on.
Oh, come on. A
Not,
fetus is life. A
come
fetus is life. They pulling
on.
arms and shit out, Digga. Come
These
on. And see,
these
now you're
beautiful
going by
now,
their criteria.
what's the real ratio of these beautiful adoption stories versus the kids that are in foster homes going through it, growing up to be far worse fucked up in the head? Like, come on, what's the
I'm
real
trying to
ratio?
read this.
What's the real ratio of I met my Brady Bunch family compared to the fucking
I don't know. I don't know. And
okay.
nor do
So
you. And that's the whole thing. We're both assuming. Nobody knows. But it seems that everybody assumes on the side of negative. That's all I'm saying. Everybody assumes that, you know what? It's so bad. It'd be better off if we just kill these children as opposed to going through any hardships that they might have to go through. And
and
that's
who
all. And I'm just
and
saying,
who ends up taking care of these kids after
it don't
the
matter. It
worst in the
don't
world?
matter. I'm not,
You with your
listen.
tax paying ass.
Okay, cool. I'm
Us. What
fine
the
with it.
fuck? Not
I'm not
them.
mad at it. We gonna
Not
pay
these
taxes
parents that ain't
anyway.
had a choice.
Even though that's illegal, we shouldn't be paying taxes because that's fucking illegal.
They become our fucking problem, not they parents who
Charlie
ain't
said,
want them in
"Hey,
the first
Digger, hey,
place.
Digger," and they don't really become your problem like that. But anyway, hey, Digger, what do you think about these men who go around cheating or creating these single-family homes? And why do the women care more for the child? Meanwhile, the man is so quick to leave. I mean, thank you for your donation, Charlie. I
So
mean,
wait.
I don't really understand why
Hold on.
he's
That's
bringing
like
this
a
up.
2-3 part question. Let me make sure
Yeah.
I'm taking in all the parts. What do I think about these men creating single family homes? I think that's some bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and why do the women care more for the child? Meanwhile, the man is so quick to leave. I don't necessarily agree that the man is always so quick to leave. I think, that's one of those, it's a lot of mitigating factors. You have men that love their child and just can't stand the mama ass no more, and for one reason or another they separated. Um you have I mean, hey, it's a lot going on. I don't think they're creating single family homes on purpose. I just think sometimes life gets in the way and the mother and father may decide that they can't do it together. So, however life pans out for him, that kid is either going to stay with the mother or stay with the father. Hopefully they can co-parent peacefully and successfully. I can't speak for the guy that's just running around skeeting and or the woman that's just, I'm having your baby, I'm having your baby, I'm having your baby. Like, I can't speak to the, to the
Edwin Wright.
psychology of that.
Edwin Wright says, we've been psyoped. They got us promoting / debating the death of unborn kids as a choice or freedom. Y'all ever seen footage of aborted fetuses? Yeah, it's disgusting. And they look like little peoples. It's fucking horrible.
But that person also has to be brought into this world and raised by someone. And if that's someone,
okay, that's okay.
And if that's someone, it's not always okay, though.
It's better than killing them.
No, it's
that's
not,
what
Jamar.
I'm saying.
You're not gonna yell at me. I'm sorry.
Yelling, the hardship of having to raise
loud
this child.
doesn't make you right.
What?
Yelling
so what?
and being loud doesn't make you right, bro.
I'm just saying.
I'm sorry.
So what?
A lifetime of trauma can sometimes be worse than getting.
And here we go, thinking that it's always trauma. Why are we
being aborted before you even know what the fuck is going on in life? Stop it.
Why are we assuming that it's all trauma? That's all I'm saying.
I'm not assuming that it's all trauma, but
let's not saying that.
But let's not act like these case scenarios
end up
going left before they go right.
Let's not act like they don't go right too. That's what I'm saying.
And I would be hard pressed to know the difference, the stats.
Yeah, I'd like to know it too. And again,
we see way more left in our community.
Who we getting the stats from?
We see way more left in our community
Planned
than
Parenthood?
we see right. So what is it? No,
Planned
we don't have. You
Parenthood.
gotta look at Planned Parenthood. Walk down the street.
Planned Parenthood got the stats.
Go to fucking East New York and walk down the street. You don't gotta look at Planned Parenthood. You don't have to read anybody's man's made up stats. Look the fuck around.
Somebody said a lifetime of trauma might be the soul's karma.
Okay.
This one said, because unwanted children deal with more trauma. Abortion is murder.
I mean, it's one of them arguments.
Father is equally important to the child well-being. I raised my 2 children by myself. Daughter's in college. Son graduates next year. Okay. Oh shit. Matter of fact, my daughter's about to graduate on Sunday. Hampton University. And she fucking just got hired at the fucking school as a admissions advisor.
Yes.
Yeah. So it looked like she's gonna be staying down there.
Out your nest. Baby that left the nest.
It's kind of crazy, yo.
Yeah, they ain't kids no more. They ain't babies no more. Somebody said, why East New York? What about Newark? You know what? Yeah. Fucking Newark. How about it?
What about why East New York?
Somebody said, why are you picking on East New York? Yeah, the shit in my own backyard. Fucking Newark. Yeah. Shit. Listen.
What else is going on in the world?
Let's see. I got some shows. Hey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the world is like open.
The world's open up. I know. It's like, I feel like we almost get a show almost every week.
If anybody's in the Philadelphia, New Jersey, New York area, I have a really big show coming up at the Ardmore Music Hall on June 16th. I will be celebrating my Dirty Harriet album. I will only be performing records from Dirty Harriet. I guess this is going to be the anniversary tour that didn't happen in 2020, but it's going to be great. And I'm going to do a live audio recording, which will be released as a live album at some point in the near future.
Dope.
Digga, first name Rashia.
That's what's up. Yeah, we've been doing a lot of fucking shows. Shit, me and Pooh was just
Somebody said I sound depressed. Yeah, I just came back from Miami. I'm chilling.
yeah, she
I'm
chilling.
Gucci.
That's her relaxed voice. Yeah, we just did Big Zulu Jeff's birthday party at this spot in BK. What was it? Polygon, yeah. Shout out Ralph McDaniels and everybody that was in the house. That was a good one. The next night we was at Lehman College for an old school jammy jam. Fucking Slick Rick, Melly Mel, Nice and Smooth, Roxanne Shante. Man, a bunch of people, man. I can't even remember everybody that was there. But it was some dope shit. And we did the damn thing.
Word. You
Yeah.
know what's interesting? I'm noticing there is a uptick in like appreciation for like the pioneers. I think there's been like years and years of listening to like the new school and just watching them give these shitty ass performances. And then and then when they get the veterans on stage, it's like, wait a minute, that's what's been missing.
Right. That's what it looks like.
We've been too busy chasing these little trendy motherfuckers
who had no training. These motherfuckers have
no
training.
training whatsoever, no nothing, no responsibility, no fear of anything, no fear of consequence, no reprimanding anything. You want them motherfuckers
Peace,
to
celeb Neils.
and you want to get them motherfuckers to make kids.
Matter of
Anyway.
fact, celeb Neils, you might remember him. He used to be with us at the Black Lady Theater, and my man Jay Netta, they both came to the show. They
Hey,
both came to
oh
the
my
show at
guys.
Lehman, and they was backstage hanging out with the guard, and yeah, we had a good time. Thanks for coming through, brothers. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. I know you did. God damn it. Yeah, it was dope. And we got more joints coming up. We got some shit coming up in Houston,
Yeah.
28th, Philly,
Oh, me
29th.
too. May 28th, I'm in Maine. Wait, May 28th, I'm in Maine. 16th, I'm in Philly. 19th, I'm in the Maryland, Virginia area. It's like the border. The second, I'm in Massachusetts. I'm gonna put together like my little list of shit to do. And
Yeah, well, we can put it up and post it for the people and let them know.
Thank you. That
Yeah.
was fun. I ain't had a good debate with you in a minute. Hey, look at us. Look at the band. Look at the band back together again.
Okay. All right. Shit. Anything lighter going on? Is there any music? I know you're the music aficionado. Is any music?
Funny you should mention new music. Did you listen
Go.
to the new Pusha T?
I mean, I've been hearing the joint with him and Jay-Z on the radio. I've heard a couple of songs. No, I didn't hear it yet. But I know Pusha T's dope. Yes, I know. Listen. Stop looking at me like that. Hey yo.
But yeah.
Hey yo.
Yeah.
Why you looking at me like that, yo? Yo, stop looking at me like that. I feel I it's like you don't even have to be looking at me, but I feel you looking at me. Like, yeah, I feel you like you need to cut it out, yo. I feel the judgment and shit. Stop judging me.
Well, see, you know what? Push it for me, and it may not be for everybody, but Pusha T is one of them ones for me. Like I'm always gonna run to a new Pusha anything. Like I'm gonna run to a new Nas anything. Like I'm gonna run to a new Jay anything. There's only certain motherfuckers that I'm gonna like. As soon as I hear they drop some shit, I'm going for it. Pusha is definitely one of them ones for me. What I love about Pusha, I love the same thing about Pusha that I love about like Rock Marcy. It's like they one trick ponies, but they do that trick so fucking well to the point that I don't want to hear nothing else but that from them. Like I don't want to hear Pusha rap about anything else but 80s crack cocaine. Like, he better not ever come to me with a love song or nothing. Like, he better only rap about drugs. And I hate what drugs did to our community. And I even hated the rappers that glorified it back then. But Pusha T, I don't want to hear nothing else but that from him. I love that fucking album. It's executive produced by Pharrell and Kanye.
Right? Half and half produced, right? I
Yes.
heard like half of it is done
But
by
but they are the perfect marriage that like embodies Push. And I really, there's something to be said for the artist that can just do what he do all the time. He never has to worry about conforming to mainstream. He never has to like, oh, I gotta make this for the ladies. I gotta make this for the club. I gotta make this for the, he just does him all the time, and got a #1 album on Billboard doing it. So shouts out to motherfucking Push.
definitely.
Yeah.
Is it doing numbers? Do you know if it's
Well, I don't know what the numbers are. I know it just debuted. It was #1 in the top, the big
right?
one, like the top
There you go.
200 Billboard,
Right,
and
right.
the #1 rap album. So
Okay, so yeah,
yeah.
it's doing numbers.
His
Good.
his yeah his
Good.
first I think his first #1 in his career.
Nice.
Yep.
Well, congratulations, Pusha T. What's the name of the album? Do you know?
It's Almost Dry.
It's almost dry.
His merch package is like the fucking saran wrapped up with the tape around. Yo, Push is that nigga. Yo, Push is that nigga.
Dope.
Congrats to Push. There's a new Ransom album. Yo, the new Black Star album. There's a new Future album. I haven't gotten the Future yet, but it's been hard to find that Black Star album. I feel like I had to go to the like CD.
I didn't know there was a Black Star album.
There's a new Black Star album.
Really? Have you heard it?
I have not. I have not heard that. I have not heard the new Black Star. I was damn pressed hard trying to find it. It's not. It doesn't seem like it's not like all over the the regular DSPs. But
interesting.
Yeah,
well, some people like to just keep the money to themselves and be like, fuck it, just get it here, like, you know what I mean, like,
yeah,
one website.
That's you know what, to be honest, I feel like that's the type of time I'm about to be on, because we ain't making no money from the streaming. Like, what do you got? Somebody like 15,000 kids got to stream your shit for you to earn $1. You might as well sell it on your website. I know youngzmusic.com. Get that Scumbag EP, because that's
okay.
That's family and shit, man. That's what we do. If this last year and a half, 2 years haven't taught people anything, it should have taught you how to get it out the mud for real, for real. Like yeah, like you should, even if you haven't properly executed the plan, you should have a plan in motion. Like, okay, in the event that like the world shuts down again and I don't have a job to go to, what do I do to make money? So you should have at least figured out a blueprint to how to make money at home and in your sleep.
And not just make money, like, all I do to eat. Like, maybe you're like, maybe you should be thinking about like
growing things
you can grow or things you can store now. You know what I mean? Like, just in case, so that you're not scrambling, at the last minute because they keep screaming, there's going to be food shortages. There's going to be, those sanctions on Russia is not going to just hurt them. It's going to hurt us too. And did you see all this shit where a lot of these food processing centers are going up in flames? And have you seen this?
I'll be honest, I tuned out the news. It was too much.
Yo,
it was too much Ukraine for me. I couldn't do it.
Centers around the country have mysteriously like caught fire and been destroyed and shit like that. Like they dead ass trying to get ready to try to starve certain people out of the fucking game. Which is ridiculous because we don't have to. That's another illusion. We don't have to be starved, y'all. Everything,
No.
you know what I mean, that you need is right here on this planet Earth. You can just put it in the ground and grow it.
I mean, granted, I'd be lying if I said I ain't gonna miss my caramel macchiato with oat milk and salted caramel foam. But I'll live.
Do you know how to make? Do you know how to make caramel?
You know what? I learned how to make toffee in chemistry class. Probably just got to dust off my chemistry books.
I'm pretty sure, if not mistaken, all caramel is condensed milk, like carnation milk, boiled down.
Okay.
And you make caramel out of that.
Now
it's
got to be something else to it. No,
I'm pretty
just
because
milk.
No, carnation milk. See that?
No. But I'm saying just the.
This is what I heard. This is what I was told. Somebody fact check that for me. How to make caramel? But I'm pretty sure it's just boiling down some carnation milk or some shit like that.
Just burnt sugar. I feel like there's something. Some brown sugar may need to go into it. It's just sugar and milk boiled. Yeah, I was about to say I don't think it's just. I think because something's got to get it brown. I think it might be like some sugar cane, some raw brown sugar cane or something.
Okay. Well,
but yeah,
it's not that hard to make. I'm just saying you can still have your caramel macchiatos in you know.
with oat milk. I need some oats. Yeah, man.
Edwin Rice is trying to take us down the road I'm not ready to go down right now.
Where's he at? He's in the
talking
comments
about some flat earth type of stuff.
Oh.
I'm
like,
Edwin Rice. He said, can we get a comment? Earth is flat, no debate. Why, if nothing else? Because airplanes fly straight. You got me? Cruising altitude. Yes, Edwin Rice. Okay, I agree. Preaching to the choir.
The earth is round because I love globes, and thank you.
I mean, that, it could be that way.
But we're gonna say that for another day. Yeah. We ain't got enough hours in the night to go back to that argument, and I got to catch Walmart for their clothes.
Right. Okay. Well, listen, this was a good one.
Yes.
I think we did what we had to do. Somebody said oat milk fire. Yes, it is. Good. I do fucks with the oat milk. It's better than the rice, the almond milk. Yes. Almonds have a little bit of arsenic in it. Did you know that?
I didn't. Thank you.
Yes.
Look at that. Each one teach one.
So that's why almonds have a little bit of arsenic in them. So
it's small
trace, but if you
keep say that's how they
let it build up in your system. You see what I'm saying?
They say that's how they when you're in the autopsy room. That's how they detect. That's how they detect arsenic. The smell of almonds. Mm-hmm.
Right. So I say that to say, lay off the almond milk, y'all, because they probably want that to build up in your system. Because these motherfuckers hate you. They don't love you. And they don't really care about your health. Yeah. Matter of fact, speaking of health, check out my man E. Kong's book, Eat to Live, Not to Die. Hidden Facts on Health and Nutrition 2. It's the name of this book, man. Excellent book. Excellent book. Check it out.
And today's math is culture freedom.
Oh, shit. Culture's one's way of life. My way of life is living as God. Freedom is to free the dumb or free one's dome from mental death and power. This is a culture that frees one's dome. I born, I God. Thank you, Digga, for bringing that up.
Word.
I'm kind of forgetting to incorporate the math, but I'm glad you
you glad I'm bringing it back to basics.
Oh yeah, that bring it back to basics. I like that.
Word. This was definitely a culture freedom show. We talked about our culture and the freedom of choice.
And the freedom
but
to
is it really
live.
but is it really a choice? And do we really have freedom? Or do we think we have freedom?
Have we been psyoped into some real crazy shit?
Dun, 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 dun.
On the next episode of the Godcast, we'll examine all of this and more. But yes, once again, thank you for coming through. We appreciate y'all. Make sure you click that like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you do so. Click that notification bell and click all. Once again, for the You Know What I Mean Godcast, I am Lord Jamar.
I'm Digga Digga.
Peace.